Yep, we're headed to LA right now. We got to pick up a new diff for Orion because he blew his diff at the Mayhan event. It was towards the end of the day though, so it wasn't too bad. Once we pick up the diff, we're gonna head to somewhere to stay or just do some shit in LA. We got a little time between when we pick up the diff and when we head to Street Faction to install the diff. So that's the plan for right now. We're just, we got 5 hours till we get to wherever we're picking up the diff in LA.
Okay, so we just stopped and ate just outside of Coachella. We're about 100 miles from LA. A while back, Caleb and Chow and Orion had to stop and get food, and so we zoomed ahead, and then we stopped and get food, and then when we got back on the freeway, it wasn't long before we passed them again. And so we passed them. I'm leaning out the window, like, fuck you, like just being a dick, and my hat flies off, and it's just somewhere in California now. So rest in peace, more Skids hat. Dude, yeah, now I have no option but to be so bald. Oh well, worth it.
What's up, dude? All right, so we made it to, where are we really? Exactly.
El Monte. We're in LA.
We're pretty close to Street Faction where we are at now. So tomorrow we're just gonna chill. We don't really have anything planned until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Got a hotel. We're all staying in the same room because we cheap. Yeah, we're gonna get some food and then it's gonna be it for today. And tomorrow we're gonna go to Street Faction.
You know, everywhere you go, you gotta leave it better than you found it. So we're gonna improve this hotel room a little bit. Follow me, Clint.
Oh shit!
Anytime.
How did you spot that? I remember.
Dude, as soon as I walked in, I was like, no. I looked at the TV and I was like, yo, this TV's sick. It's way too good for this hotel room. And then I saw that shit on the bottom. I was like, no, we're not having that. All right, it's the next day. We are headed to 3-Piece US to check out some wheels.
You need those for the 8.6. Hefty. These are 10.5.
It's because concave.
We gotta let it warm up first. Alright, so we're at 3-Piece Wheels.us right now. And we just kind of showed up and they're like, cool car, blah, blah, blah. And they're gonna let us do donuts in their lot. And then maybe we might get a set of wheels. We'll see. But I'm gonna let the car warm up real quick because it hasn't been started since the drift event on Saturday. So, gotta let it warm up for a second.
It's about to kill it, dude.
True.
Look at this dude on the
So I wasn't too hyped on those wheels. I don't forget what they were called.
Rat Zingers.
Rat Zingers. I'm like super hyped on VSKFs. I know it's like the classic like Hot Boy wheel that everyone gets, but I'm like, there's a reason why they're the classic Hot Boy wheel. But yeah, I just didn't want to bite the bullet on that because they weren't like exactly what I wanted, and they're not cheap. So, but they let us do burnouts and donuts in their lot, so that was really sick. And they gave us some free stickers, and they got some VSKFs coming in a little bit, so they're gonna hook me up on those. So VSKFs in the future. Car's gonna be looking Hot Boy as fuck. recognizes Orion, like, whoa, you got a new car? Now we're headed to Street Faction. We're gonna do Orion's diff, maybe get a bash bar for me, maybe. Our parking spot just got hijacked by this. So hopefully we'll have a spot when we come back, but we might have to park in the ditch over there.
We're good. We met up right at the right time.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Matt?
Yeah, cool. We're at Street Faction, and Hacker Garage is like stuck somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're on the other side of the building, just waiting.
Hi,
How's it going?
I'm Tao.
Tao.
Yeah, I turned the stock diff. I put a Kaz 1 in it, so it's been out before.
It's like you could just pull this out.
Custom one's dead. Hold
Oh
on,
my God.
bust the camera, bust the camera. Bust the camera. Able to do that. Let me see this and demonstrate for us here. All right, so
That's before we did anything. Like we haven't pulled any bolts or anything.
This is the issue I was worried about when I first bought the car. The OEM mount has failed me, which then failed my custom mount, and now this is all broken and like gross, and who knows what actually happened now.
That's a bummer.
That is a big bummer.
What are you gonna do about Texas?
Nothing. I'm gonna have to just sit out.
It's rough and tough.
So who's that?
Could be worse.
Yeah, good.
Car's intact.
I'm gonna pick up a bash bar because I've got the front bash bar from Street Faction, but my rear one's still stock. Me and Jeff crashed into each other. My old stock bash bar got destroyed, so I had to pick that one up from some local guy. That's been holding me over till now. Big baby. It's even got a...
Oh, yeah. Baby. Oh my God, no more jacking from the dish.
I know, that'll be beautiful.
Ah.
So everyone go follow Street Faction because they're the coolest people ever. They let us come in here and try to fix Orion's car, but obviously that didn't happen. And they're hooking it up with a bash bar, so
Hell yeah.
follow them on Instagram, check out their website. They make like bash bars for a lot of cars if you're looking for a bash bar.
They make seat
They make
brackets,
a shitload of things, just a lot
Yeah.
of accessories that are
wings, chassis mount shit,
like chassis mount wings. We'll probably show you a couple of the things they make when
tons
we...
of stuff. His
when we
door
go in
cards,
there.
yeah. Hey, roughly.
Should be ready to lift the car.
Came through with the real tools.
Yeah. Looks sick.
Dude, it does look sick. It looks so mean with these wing mounts. God, it's like a shark. These? Yeah, dude, someone tries to run into you. Yeah, dude, don't rerun this car.
All right, so we're gonna let Street Faction do some talking and talk about the shop a little bit and what they do here and how you guys can hit them up or get some of the things that I have on my car for yourself.
All right, guys, check it out. So this is our R&D department. This is where we bring in all the vehicles, tear them apart, do some measurements, 3D scanning, and any product ideas gets done here. Except this car, this is our shop car. So this is my first 240, actually my first car. Got it in 2009, and I learned everything on this thing. I learned how to build engines, I learned how to fabrication, welding. It's all done on this.
What's in it?
It's got a KA turbo that I built in 2013. It still runs good, makes about 350 to the wheels.
What's it doing on the lift right now?
It's a single carpet exterior. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing full entire exterior change. It's not even gonna look like a 240 anymore.
It's gonna have all the parts that you guys offer on
Pretty
there?
much, every part is gonna be on this car.
There's some meaty tires.
Yeah, it's clearance to run 315s all around. So that's as much room as it can possibly have. Check out the inside, let me bring it down. The Credit coils didn't go low enough, so I made new strut towers. So it'll drop it down. The strut towers are 3 inches taller now.
Wow.
And I didn't want to add upper bars here because I wanted to maintain the feel of the convertible. So I strengthened up the door bars to act as a roof. So this chassis has almost no twist.
This has A through Z pillars.
It has
This is ridiculous.
So sick.
and it's not too heavy either. All the tubing in the car only weighs about 450 pounds.
Wow.
And just switching to these doors saved 200 pounds.
That's so crazy.
So sick.
It's
This is
everything.
unreal. Comprehend it.
It's
Like,
not even
So sick.
oh my god.
It flows
There's
into
so
the
much
gauge.
geometry over here.
Yeah, I saw how it like connects down here.
Yeah, if you follow the tubes, I designed everything to not just be strong, but it flows into the rest.
So you could like rip all the fenders off and it'd be like
Yeah.
a death cart.
That's sick.
So cool.
So now we just got to beef up the motor, make it look like it fits in there.
Yeah.
Right now, I just like pulled out this KA from another car,
Clean it up a bit.
clean it up a bit, make an intake manifold, exhaust manifold. I felt like I needed something raw, something bare. So Kirkies were perfect. All we did was add the dimples and the backs just to give it a little bit more style.
Damn.
Yeah, Yeah, I really love bomber style, so this is like something you would see out of
So rad.
airplane.
Hoonigan needs to do a build breakdown on that.
Yeah, for sure. We're not trying to buy any parts for this. We're trying to build everything for it.
That's tight.
No
That's
off the
crazy.
shelf. All custom.
It's gonna be the sickest convertible in the game.
R&D car. R&D is research and development, so we'll have the car for a period of time, take it apart for a certain product that needs to be designed or developed. So for this car, we use it to make door cards, we use it to make your gauge pod, seat brackets, rear wing, stuff like that. Stuff that we can't just gather from photos.
Yeah.
We need the actual vehicle here.
Measurements, stuff
Yep.
like that.
And then that FD is the customer's car. Done now. We're just waiting for him to pick it up. We don't necessarily do custom fab anymore, but this is kind of what we would do.
Wastegate dump, right?
Yeah, two wastegate dumps, custom intercooler.
No, if you never fix it up, hit me up.
I know, man. It's got half door cards, so kind of like the ones that you have in your car,
Yeah.
but only the
Oh,
bottom
nice.
panel.
So if you got a S2K and the market's slim for them,
Yeah.
you know where to look.
We got this one as a bare shell from a friend back in, 2012? So it had nothing, no engine, no trans, no subframes. It was just empty. And we brought it to her dad's house. This was when we were, 20? All right, so we were young as fuck. And then
So this is her car.
That's her car. Her dad was on vacation, and we spray painted the whole car in the garage, and white paint got everywhere.
Oh no.
And we didn't realize there was a water heater in there too,
He
which
pissed?
is all bad. We could have blown up the house.
Damn.
But we sprayed this in the garage. I built the engine for it. And this is the car that can sit for a year, start right up when you want it to, drive it to the track, and drive it home.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you like in a car.
120 horsepower, man. A lot of interior goodies were developed off this car. So this is like an in progress one.
What is this machine?
This is a CNC mill. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, it just machines a block of material and they can carve out the part from it.
Sick.
Like a 3D printer, but backwards.
Pretty much, yeah. It removes material.
Yeah, exactly.
Just exactly like you said. These bad boys, it just comes out of a square blank of aluminum. So let's check out the shipping side. Sebastian, the guy in the other red jacket, he's the one that mans the shipping side. You want to come show him around?
Yeah, let's go. So right over here is my specialty. This is where we package and take care of all your orders. Every box that we make for all your bars, door cards is all made by hand. We all start from scratch with a giant sheet of cardboard like this.
They even make their own boxes here.
So we just have hardware for all the hardware packs we make. I try to keep a list on like priority on what's what. So like I'll have a list like some gauge pods, list of some like heel plates. Everything goes down here. We have some 3D printed parts that we take out from the other warehouse. Here I was getting a set of door cards ready to go out. And we just pretty much package the corners so nothing gets bent.
Bunch of bars ready to go out.
Yeah, these are all bars ready to go out. We noodle all the ends, every sharp point and bench. So those are the ones that really protrude through the boxes. So we make sure those don't get damaged or anything.
All right, where are we going now?
So we're going to the other unit. This is where the magic happens, where everything's made.
Ooh,
Tube benders, press brace, everything.
nice and quiet in here.
Yeah. You want to check out all the tubing supply for all you guys? What we cut everything out of, door cards, base plates, everything. We got aluminum from wings. So pretty much after I finish the bar, I pretty much put it over here. We have a list, so I pretty much just mark it. It eventually gets picked up by our powder coat company, and they take it, powder coat it, bring it back, and then it goes over to shipping. And it goes out.
Right on.
Two brackets get cut from off the plasma. They come over here, and we pretty much grab them, put them in the sander, sand it, and then we bend them on the brake. And then we have all the main bars over there chilling. As you tell, it's getting pretty cramped in here.
Yeah, it is
We
pretty
need
cramped.
a bigger warehouse.
So you're the lead welder.
I'm the lead welder.
So that means you weld like almost everything that comes out of
Yeah.
here. That is you're a good man. Let me shake your hand. Because Street Action is like home of the sickest welds I've ever
Thank
seen.
you. Thank you.
Every single weld on every Street Action part I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So clean.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, so is it gonna like blow my?
It's gonna put you in the seat for sure.
All right, good. Awesome.
It'll surprise you.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a surprise. Like you're like, what?
Pairs. All right, let's go. Us two? Us two?
Okay,
Are we
yeah,
going?
take it. Yeah, we're getting in the Tesla.
All right.
Oh. Okay. That's so weird. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's like just a little hard to hit.
Holy shit.
It's actually very fast.
Oh my god. Damn. Big old brakes too, I bet.
Yeah, this thing will do a rolling burnout in the back lot where
Really?
the cars are at.
Jesus, dude. Holy shit.
I don't know what to think. Like, roller coaster feeling, kind of want one, really want one
Yeah.
actually, but it's like, I don't know, what should I think? It's great, like
It
it's
is,
amazing,
it's fucking
dude.
awesome.
Electricity did that.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even know they left.
Yeah, just no noise.
It rattles all the containers. Don't challenge this guy to a space race.
It's just weird. Like this.
Yeah, you just don't know how to explain it. It's just cool. It's just great.
It was a good time.
Wasn't that rad?
Dude, it's like it puts you back, and then you're like, okay, well, it's gonna run
It's like
out.
a roller
and then
coaster,
it,
right?
it just doesn't stop pulling.
Your stomach just fucking...
Yeah, it doesn't stop pulling. It's so crazy.
Wait, this is...
All right, so we're parking the trailer out of the way so that we can go to dinner. We're hitting Korean barbecue with the folks of Street Faction. It's gonna be sick. And then after that, we're going, I think, back to the hotel. I think
they're
there's
fucking tattooed.
yeah, they're splitting up to do some cool shit, I think, or I don't know. Oh, they're not. Okay, so they're coming back to the hotel, and we're getting tattoos. So I'm fucking stoked for that.
Yeah.
Ready for another one.